Hey everybody, and welcome to the Just Okay podcast with Whitney Ledesma.
Ah, fuck. I forgot to do a mic check. That's a bold. Can you speak into the mic now?
Mic check.
Oh, perfect.
We good?
We're going to go with this. Hi, everyone. I have Monford Davis here with me today.
Yeah, I'm here.
We were writing roasts before because both of us has roast battles this weekend. They will have happened by the time this comes out. But both of us are nervous. We got Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, we have Chick-fil-A.
Because now that we have this new government, I only support places that do not support or value women. Hobby Lobby. I'm done with Michaels. This is a new world. If you want me, tell a woman, you know what? You don't have a right to choose. I'm going to choose what you eat for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and what you put in your puss and what you take out your purse.
I just watched Brittany feed her dog an ice cream cone.
I did feed my dog ice
and
cream.
I'm sitting here and I'm trying not to be judgmental. I didn't want to say anything, but he's not supposed to have that.
You wanted him to finish the ice cream.
Well, it's like it was satisfying watching him lick the ice cream, but to not hear the crunch of the cone, like he's not even going to eat the
He
cone.
can't do the cone. He's kind of
Does he know that he probably doesn't even know that it's food.
I started brushing my dog's teeth recently because on TikTok they have a lot of like dog cleaning teeth videos.
Yeah, dog and animal.
Did you know you're supposed to brush your dog's teeth?
Yeah.
I grew up thinking all you had to do was feed it and take a dog on a walk.
Yeah, the dentist sticks.
Yeah, I do the dentist sticks. He's been doing those for years and he has horrible teeth. I mean, I brush his teeth and he bleeds. He's got gingivitis. He's got tight-ass gums, tighter than your 14-year-old daughter's hymen.
Really? Do you floss him?
I tried flossing them the other day. He hates me. Anytime I brush his teeth, he looks like he's been abused. He looks at me like I just beat the shit out of him when I'm trying to help him live longer. He hates it. That was a hot start. I went on my tangent.
Yeah, you got you ordered the wrong sauces, right?
I did order the wrong sauces too.
She opens up the bag and there's 2 Polynesians.
I'm not a Polynesian sauce. Too much sugar nowadays. I'm a full Chick-fil-A sauce kind of gal. What about you?
There was just 1 Chick-fil-A sauce and 2 Polynesians?
Mm-hmm. What sauce do you like at Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Lately, I've been saving those Chick-fil-A sauces, and then I use them with breaded cod, which is basically like a bigger version of a fish stick. It's like a fish nugget.
A healthy fish stick.
It is. It's so good. Big fan. Big fan. Big fan.
I didn't know you ate fish like that.
I don't eat fish like that. I just eat breaded cod and fish sticks.
Salmon?
And sushi. I don't make salmon anymore. I dated a guy that lived in a car, and he was really good at making salmon. That's when I started brushing my teeth regularly, was because the guy I was dating that lived in a car. Yeah, I have lore. He was brushing his teeth regularly and looked at me like I was gross, and was like, but you live in a car. And then I realized, oh, I'm the piece of shit. Because I get depressed and I won't brush my teeth, and then he made me feel like shit.
Because if you're sad, then you're gonna take it out.
Yeah, then I just don't brush my teeth because I don't know why. It's a thing I do. It's not exclusively my thing.
Fuck you, Mom. I'm not brushing my teeth.
Yeah. What about what do you get depressed?
Yeah, I'm just laying in the bed for a couple days.
Can I ask about your schizophrenia?
Sure.
I'm fascinated. Okay. Have you ever actually heard voices, the psychosis part of it?
No.
No. What is schizophrenia like to you?
I think I was doing a lot of psychedelics at the time, a lot of drug use. And I, not sleeping a lot. And it got to a point where it was hard. I was super into conspiracy theories and politics and just like a young man with no direction in life, just like early 20s. And it got to the point it was hard to distinguish what was real and what wasn't.
That's crazy.
Like,
what's something that you thought was real but wasn't?
I thought like the world was against me. I thought like it was like a like the Jim Carrey,
Truman Show.
like a Truman Show thing. Like it was all about me. Like, I don't know. It's really hard to explain, but I thought my parents were like out to get me.
My aunt has paranoid schizophrenia, and she's not medicated, and she thinks everyone is out to get her. She thinks the government is poisoning her well water.
Yeah. There was a fluoride water thing. I was screaming about that in the psych ward one time.
How many times have you been in the psych ward?
Like 4 or 5. Yeah.
Have you met any
I
women?
remember thinking my dad was like a Freemason, and I'm just like, tell me, I know you're part of it. I know you're in the society. Just tell me the secrets. Give me the secrets, Dad.
Tell me your secrets.
Yeah, it was just it was a confusing time.
Did you ever meet anyone in the psych ward and you're like, oh, I think I might be in the wrong place? Cause
Yeah, there was kids that heard voices. Yeah, they were just. The last place was a Catholic hospital, St. Mary's, inpatient facility. This kid would just walk up and down the halls, just laughing to himself. And I remember talking to him one time. I was like, "Are they funny?" He's like, "Yeah, they're funny."
You know what? You should go unmedicated and let voices tell you the best jokes of all time and use that.
My parents would come visit me, sometimes, and they'd look at me like, "At least you're not like it's not as bad as this kid." But he was getting shock treatments.
Oh God.
Electroconvulsive therapy, where they
Yeah.
take you into this, induce a seizure, and put the paddles up to the brain. It was supposed to help for like depression or something like
It's
that.
like I heard about it in school because it was used in extreme cases, but
It's still around.
that's crazy.
It's still a therapy, and I had 6 treatments.
You did
I was supposed to be 12, but I did 6, and it's like this shit wasn't working.
You're still gay.
I'm still gay. They told my parents that it was gonna help, and it fucked up my memory.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if that's such a weird thing. Like a period of time, like a month worth of time, can feel like a couple days.
That's crazy.
It was wild.
I will say I think about time a lot because it is one of the most fluid things of all time because it's crazy how flexible it is. Like a day can feel like it's taking forever or it can go by so fast. There's never like, we're always like, there's never enough hours in the day or there's too many hours in the day.
I remember wanting to get out, but then I think the shock treatment just kind of, it was weird.
How old were you when you got the shock treatment?
22. I was 22, yeah.
That's crazy.
I had just gotten the vasectomy.
You got it? Okay.
I got so that was another delusion. So I would have these delusions where I would believe things and then act on it. So I thought that I had gotten this girl pregnant, and my parents knew about it, and they were like sending money to the mother, but they were keeping the fact that she had the baby a secret from me.
Did you get?
Or probably the truth was, yeah, I probably should have not been having unprotected sex, but there was no proof to really believe that I had fathered a child. I mean, logically, she would try and get child support, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
But then I'm thinking I'm some special little Freemason kid.
You know what I did realize? A lot of mental illness is it's very self-centered.
Yeah, I was selfish and insecure. Still am.
I mean, same. But it does have a lot to do with fixation that other people are thinking about you or care about you more than you think. And the thing is, no one gives a fuck about someone else.
They don't. Everyone's got so much open tabs in their own mind. Yeah. Everyone's going through their own problems.
Open tabs, that's such a good way to put it.
It's a selfish thing. Mental illness. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
If you're suffering with mental illness, get over yourself.
Get medicated, queens and kings.
Yeah. The medication did help for a while.
Are you still medicated?
No.
Really?
No. I think I might have grown out of it in some ways.
I mean, you're also not doing hard drugs,
No,
so you're not like inducing it.
no.
That's crazy. No offense.
But I thought my parents were keeping the kid a secret, and
So that's why you got the vasectomy?
so I got the vasectomy. I'm like, I'm gonna show you.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
This will
'cause
never happen.
you should just tell women that you're such a like you got.
I was scared
because you're a feminist, but instead it's because you were.
Well, sometimes I try to use that tag. I try to, like, that's how I flirt.
That's how you flirt.
But I was,
Hey girl, I know we're in Texas, but I got a gun, but it's all blanks, baby.
so we're in Vegas. I went to go watch our friend Amy Shanker
Yes.
perform at Brad Garrett's Comedy Club. She crushed it. Awesome. An awesome show. And then I hung out after, got to meet the headliner. And there were these two cougars that were hanging out at the bar with us.
Yeah.
After the club had closed and everyone was gone. We're having fun. They're laughing. And then she introduces me to them. She says, he's my friend. He's cool. And I'm like, yeah, I am. And I go into just this like default way of flirting. I was like, yeah, I am Munford. I had a vasectomy. And I'm thinking like, I'm going to be so charming. They're going to love me. And then it didn't like click that these women are like at least 50.
Yeah, they're menopausal. They don't.
She's like, having a vasectomy is, it was a stupid thing to say because it doesn't affect them. They were like, yeah, my husband always bragged about his vasectomy too. So I just like leaned back in the bar stool like, fuck, I didn't even think.
Have you ever used the vasectomy card and it worked?
Yeah, girls love it. It's on my Tinder bio and it says snipped. It says had vasectomy, something like that, and I get messages a lot. They're like, had me at vasectomy, because Texas has banned abortion.
Yeah. Yeah, the abortion ban here is crazy. I moved at the wrong time. I moved back at the wrong time. I moved back right before the election.
Have you ever had one?
An abortion? No.
It's okay.
I mean, now that you can't have one,
Even
I
when
kind
it
of
was-
want one more, you know? Like, I've never had an abortion. I did before I left New York. The closest I've ever had to having my own abortion was when I was leaving New York. And this is how I kind of knew my chapter was done in New York. Like, came full circle is because I scheduled my friend's abortion for her, like, the week I was leaving town. So it felt like I did everything in New York. But
Did you have to be like super sweet to her and
yeah,
pamper her?
I mean,
It's gonna be
obviously,
okay.
I mean, getting it. People act like an abortion's like getting like a hair color, or like it's not. It's a very traumatic experience, and it's like, and I think people are like, well, you know, have the child. Then it's like people aren't in circumstances where they can afford to have a child, and you're not. You're pro-life, and you haven't adopted any fucking kids. This kid is gonna go into a horribly rigged system if it is here, or it's going to be birthed by a mother that does not want a child, which is also a traumatic upbringing. It's like, let it be with God. If also, I don't know, I get really frustrated with the topic of abortion and people wanting to restrict access to it. But there's so many people who want to have kids who are dying because of miscarriages in states like Texas, to where you cannot, because a miscarriage, the medical term for it, is a spontaneous abortion. So women are unable to get treatment unless they're literally on the brink of death. And sometimes, so you're putting a woman through trauma, almost dying, to say her life is worth saving. It's just fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
And especially if she was pregnant and she had a real accident,
Yeah.
like if she fell off the ladder,
No,
or if she fell down the stairs,
my best
or if she fell.
Yeah, my best friend from growing up, she's pregnant with her third kid, and she's very excited, but she had a brain aneurysm earlier this year, and so she's very at risk. And they basically said, when it comes down to it, if something happens, we're saving the child instead of you, because that's the law here. And it's like, oh, it doesn't matter that this woman is a mother to 2 other kids, has a whole life. She wants the kid. It's just fucked up.
Yeah, and if they made those kinds of laws about vasectomies, like,
Well, it's like,
if you get a vasectomy, you're going to jail.
and it's crazy because
People would be upset.
Ted Cruz has daughters, and he was for the 6-week ban. It's like, what happened if your daughter got raped?
6 weeks is so short.
I mean, my friend, when she got the abortion in New York, she found out at 3.5 weeks. They sent her home from her appointment that she scheduled and said she wasn't pregnant. She took another test. It said she was still pregnant. And she was like, hey, guys, I'm still pregnant. You guys just sent me home. And she got the abortion at 6 weeks. If she wasn't in New York, I don't know if she would have been able to, like, have access to the medical abortion she needed. It's fucked up.
Have you ever taken morning after pill?
I have, but never when I really needed to. I was just really goofy in high school. I was paranoid. I would put in a tampon and be like, I think I'm pregnant.
That happened to me in high school.
I took a morning after pill after I swallowed someone's cum.
Did you just want to buy one or something?
I think I was like a senior in high school or like a junior, and I was seeing a guy I didn't like, and he's the only guy I think I'd ever given a blowjob to, and I swallowed his cum, and then I made him buy me a morning after pill because I read a story about someone who swallowed cum and got pregnant.
That sounds like a miracle.
Yeah, so I made him spend money on him.
Hey, dude, you swallowed my cum. Now give me $50.
I remember the first time I got STD checked because I was raised in Texas. I went to a private Christian school till 9th grade, so I wasn't that educated when it came to sex. The public school I went to helped me a lot with like educating myself about stuff, but still I was like not that educated. I was so ignorant in college because I hooked up with a guy that I think was gay. Like, I think I was like, oh my God, again, very ignorant. I got STD checked immediately the next day because I thought, what if I got AIDS from this man?
Did you love him?
No, it was just like a random guy. He was my friend's Tinder date that she was like, I don't really like him if you want to go after him. So I went after him because I was an alcoholic and he looked good when I was drunk.
She just passed him off to you.
I know. I mean, you met me while I was still drinking. Did you?
Briefly.
Yeah. I was not someone I liked. I didn't like myself till I got sober and after I accepted, because I think a big thing of why I was drinking so much is to mask my personality.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, you have to accept that, you know what, I am weird and I'm cool with that. This is what I was given and this is what I got. But
yeah, me too.
I get it. You're taking off the hat. He wore this hat specifically for this.
Yeah, won it in a sweepstake.
You won a sweepstake?
It's Coca-Cola Zero sugar.
Did they just give you guys the hat?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I like hats.
Yeah.
This is kind of it's like a Gilligan, like a sailor.
It's a bucket hat. It's a cool one.
What,
also, bitches love Coke Zero and Diet Coke.
What kind of event? What do you wear a hat like this?
Probably like a weed event.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. This is like a dad goes to Florida hat.
Mm-hmm.
This is like
You could bring this down.
Yeah. Okay. We're going fishing. I like it that way better.
Instead of folded up.
Yeah, you look kind of like a dad in this one. Oh, it's cute with it in the front like that. It's like a little Mary Kate and Ashley vibe.
Oh yeah. I love Mary Kate more.
Really?
They look the same. Isn't one of them much skinnier now?
Ooh, scandalous. I don't know. I think one of them went through an eating disorder phase.
But it doesn't matter because they went through so much being child actors that anything they do now, it's not their fault.
Well, yeah, that's one thing I feel like we were so fucking rude to Lindsay Lohan because she was a child actor. And like when you're seeing people, I had my early 20s just in fucking tabloids of people seeing me do crazy shit. The most embarrassing and shameful thing I've ever done, truly. I've only ever been fired from one job. I've only ever been fired from one job. Multiple locations. I was fired from like two strip clubs for drinking because I was an alcoholic and I got blackout drunk. And then one time, it was the night of my 20th birthday. It's, again, the worst thing I think I've ever done. I drove from San Antonio, from a strip club off of the 410, I think, back to San Marcos. So that's like an hour. Blackout drunk, and I remembered nothing. And I Googled the next day asking if there were any, like, crashes, because I literally had no idea. It's, like, the scariest thing. And I'm like, I have so much shame from that. But, yeah. Only job I've been fired from is being a stripper.
How did they kick you out?
They just told me I couldn't come back.
Did you get to keep the money from that night?
Yeah. I made a lot of money because it was my birthday, but I went, and then I worked in another strip club instead, because when you're a stripper, you're an independent contractor, so you can, like, work multiple different clubs, whatever. So another club fired me because I was also an alcoholic and getting drunk there, and I was 20, and I was just a liability.
Did you ever throw up on somebody?
No. Surprisingly, I'd never throw up too much when I would get drunk. Like, that wasn't a consistent problem for me.
But you're probably you're not giving the highest level of service if you're drunk.
No, I don't. Yeah, I mean, it was I think, I'm trying to think. I think I made equal amount of money drunk and sober there, because I was drunk all the time there, but, like, I made good money, and their thing is people love to drink with you there, and so you just get money from hanging out and drinking with them. But, like, there's one guy, he paid me like $3,000 to $4,000 one night just to hang out with him and this lady friend and just drink with them. No weird dances or anything. I think I made out with her, and it's so embarrassing. I deleted Snapchat because of the memories would pop up where it's pictures of her and I kissing, and she was like this really, really old, ugly Hispanic woman with fake tits.
Oh. But she was nice that night.
She was very nice to me. It's just so embarrassed. I just remember this. And then my friend Brittany, who she had a DWI, so she wasn't drinking, so she gave me a ride home that night, because we were it was me and this other Brittany who were neighbors in San Marcos, and we both were strippers in San Antonio. But she was, like, older and had kids, but she was very sweet. I liked her a lot.
She kind of...
And now she posts a lot of pro-Trump stuff on Instagram.
Brittany, no.
I know.
Was she like a role model? She, like, helped you get into...
I met her after I started there. So I started stripping with my sorority sister. Yeah, we bonded in different ways at Texas State.
Bobcat.
Yeah.
No, what's this Texas?
It is the Bobcat.
But is there, like, a little thing?
It's I think, because that's supposed to be Texas. That's supposed to be Texas. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the largest public university in the state, right?
I don't know.
By undergrads?
Probably.
I think
I don't know how many people actually graduate though.
I think they have more than UT.
They accept a lot. It's really hard to not get accepted into Texas State. I will say that. I know a girl who had like a 1.9 in high school who got accepted to Texas State.
How long were you there?
I went there for 2 years, but I dropped out because I was assaulted and I just got really depressed.
In the dorm room?
No.
Okay, let's not go there.
On the street.
Okay, let's go. Willie! Let's not talk about that. Willie, mommy bought a Plan B. So you really thought that you got pregnant from...
We're back on that. No, I did. I was just so paranoid. I was a hypochondriac. I also, like, my anxiety meds were really off back then.
Does it taste like sugary?
Plan B? No, it's just a pill you swallow. You don't taste it.
It's not like a...
It's not dissolvable. Did you know that for abortions, though, that you have to leave, like, 4 pills under your tongue? And those dissolve, and then you swallow them out? It's weird.
And it probably tastes
And then you
gross.
have to put pills in your pussy, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Schmortion.
I don't get why people act like abortions are fun. Like, it's like getting a mani-pedi.
Yeah.
It's like getting a mani-pedi that you cry after and you think back to a lot.
You scheduled your friend's abortion before you left, and then you brought her into the salon. Got a spray tan. Brittany worked at this tanning salon. It was so fun, Brittany. I was glowing.
Mumford visited me in New York, and it was the best time ever. Mumford is the sweetest soul in this big man body.
I've never felt that glamorous because I've always thought, yeah, going to get tan, spray tan, that's a luxury item. That's something it's for a different group of people. But Brittany said I could squeeze you in.
I fit you in twice to go get.
I
You
went
got 2
twice.
spray tans, and what's so funny is after he got the first one, so you're not supposed to walk around for like 6 to 8 hours really or sweat. He sweated. You look like a crazy person. And then he got the last one right before he went to the airport. So then they probably looked like a really tan, crazy person going through TSA. I'm surprised no one asked you to become a side.
Yeah, I was wearing athletic clothes too.
That's so funny. I actually loved working there. The worst part was I remember someone from the internet saw a video of mine that went a little viral and called my work looking for me. And I like Googled this person after, and he threatened to shoot up a school he worked at.
Oh my goodness.
So I was like, I think I should file a police report just in case of harassment.
It was such a stark contrast. I go in there, and then I'm walking out, and there's these like
so many Instagram models,
Yeah.
so many people,
Beautiful women.
and I don't mind a lot of the people that go in there. For me, it was more or less the people who like. I got really frustrated with the people who like just thought they were, because there's a level of rich to where you think you have money, but you really aren't that rich, but you're kind of just a bitch. And those people really bugged me because they would leave shit everywhere. It's not hard. I mean, you did it. It's really easy to clean up the room after you just throw stuff away. And a lot of them would just leave shit everywhere.
Warmed it up for you. That's what I said to this lady. I said, warmed it up for you.
Oh, my God. It's also
And I'm
cold.
just sweating. There's just a bead of brown liquid
Warmed
going
it up
down
for
my
you.
face.
Yeah.
But no, I looked good.
I think I got a spray tan once there, but it turned my nails because it does get on your nails.
I put there was this lotion you put on your fingernails and your toenails, and I put it on my toenails, but they were brown for a long time.
I know, my toenails were really, I thought I had like jaundice because they looked yellow compared.
They were, yeah. I knew it was from the spray tan, so I didn't freak out.
I was freaking out inside, but I'm glad you had self-control.
Is there a place here that's like affordable?
If
like
we're
we're a
ever
month- a
back in New
monthly
York, I
prescription?
can probably help us get more spray tan.
Yeah, I got a spray tan place.
I wish my boss would open up the location here. I loved working there. I mean, that was my favorite job I've ever had. Because, I mean, granted, the people there, a lot of them, but a lot of them were also really nice. We had a lot of random Instagram famous people come in. I remember a guy whose TikTok my friend watched, that he calls himself Daddy, which is so cringy, but he came in and he was really nice, but it was so funny because I was like, I know you, like, if I didn't know you made TikTok videos referring to yourself as Daddy, I would think you're an attractive man. But now I just know you're a bitch.
How does he refer to himself as Daddy?
He would give dating advice to people.
Daddy says.
Pretty much. Daddy says. But yeah. Do you have anything you want to add?
About oh no, not really.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, Brittany's got a roast.
We both have roasts.
Brittany's got a roast of Alden. He's so funny. He made this funny. He made this funny video.
He did. He made a
Brittany
roast promo, so
Ledesma.
making a rebuttal.
Brittany's got the biggest, craziest smile in this one picture that he used.
Okay.
But you're gonna get him.
You're going to get him.
Yeah, Ray's probably got hundreds of pages right now.
Ray's a
Opening up the
crazy
Excel
person.
spreadsheet.
He's writing a manifesto.
Yeah, but he looks like he would kill somebody, but I don't think he will.
No, he would.
He'll keep it inside.
Yeah, he would. He would keep it inside till it kills him. And that's what's good. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.
All right.